In college basketball again this week is UMass, and when you consider how far the program at Amherst has come since John Calipari arrived 7 years ago, the Minuteman story becomes all the more remarkable, as John Feinstein reports tonight from under the boards.
The top-ranked college basketball team in America this week is the University of Massachusetts. Let's stop for a moment and consider what a remarkable achievement that is. When John Calipari became the coach in 1988, no one even wanted the job. UMass was arguably the worst Division I program in America in the 80s. Now it's one of the 10 best programs in the country year in and year out. And yet other coaches take little shots at Calipari all the time. All right, he looks a little bit like a Ricky Pitino wannabe with the slick back hair and the expensive suits. But the fact is, he gets good players, he coaches them well, he'll take on all comers at all times, and last year he threw his best clutch player, Michael Williams, off the team because he thought it was in the best interest of the kid and the team. Tom Osborne might want to take note of that before he sends Lawrence Phillips out for the Fiesta Bowl next week. Give Calipari credit. He's a good coach and a good guy, too. Sometimes you just don't know what you've got, even when you've got it. Consider Dave Odom, the Wake Forest coach, who was smart enough to recruit Tim Duncan 3 years ago. He ran into Bill Foster, the Virginia Tech coach, that summer. Foster had seen Duncan play in a tournament in Germany. He said to Odom, "Boy, you've got a real gem in that kid Duncan." "Yeah," Odom said, "but he's an unpolished gem. We'll probably redshirt him this year, and maybe by his junior year he can really help us." Foster said, "No, I don't think so. I think he's going to play this year and be a lottery pick." When Odom saw Duncan in practice in October, he knew what Foster was talking about. Duncan had improved so much that not only did he start as a freshman, but by the end of his sophomore year, he would have been the first pick, not just a lottery pick in the NBA draft. Just shows you what recruiting's all about. It's almost become a tradition in college basketball for Clemson to go undefeated through the month of December. It's because the Tigers' toughest competition is usually in the orange and white intra-squad game. Not this year, though. They played Miami, Minnesota, South Carolina, and they're undefeated. The Tigers have 7 freshmen and no seniors in their lineup. 2 of the freshmen, Andreas Cherkunas and Tom Weidman, may be stars someday. Look for Rick Barnes to build a team in the ACC that will do more than upset North Carolina with physical play. They'll pull real upsets this year and in the future. For ESPN, I'm John Feinstein. I'll see you next week under the boards.